Well, it's something that I haven't talked about a lot, maybe ever until right now. But there was two people. Dr. Tom Pritchard, when I was in Stanford, we would train at the facility there. But then when I was on the road, I was trained by Chris Benoit, and he would come to the arena a couple hours early before the time that we all had to be there. And he was kind enough to teach me. And we did a lot of shoot fighting. We did obviously a lot of bumping. And I grew to love and respect him a great deal. And there was nobody in my mind that respected the business more than him. And it's obviously unfortunate what happened to him and his family. But I choose to remember the kind, giving Chris Benoit that helped me not hurt other people, I guess is the best way that I could say it. But he spent a lot of time with me, and for that I will always be grateful.
I really appreciate you sharing that, because I don't know if I've ever heard that, the coach was trained by Benoit ever. Is that like common knowledge to even the boys, or is that something you guys kind of
they were all there. We'd be on the road and he just loved being, he was a gym rat, and he loved being there, and he was the guy that would get up and, we all went out the night before. He would be having breakfast at 8 a.m. and at the gym by 8:30, and we're struggling to get out of bed and get to the next town. So, any of the guys that were on the road back then knew that he was with me. And then we would also I was trying to get in really good shape, so we would do a lot of the squats that the wrestlers would do, which was a really good way of strengthening your legs. We'd do those a lot together as well.
Obviously, he's one of the greatest in-ring performers of all time. I mean, without a doubt, one of the greatest technical wrestlers. He's just a great worker. Is that somebody
Absolutely.
you sought out and was like, if I want to learn how to wrestle, I got to learn from this guy?
No, how it actually happened was one of the first days that I was on the road, and the reason they sent me to house shows was because they wanted me to get some in-ring work in front of a crowd, and since I was somebody, it was so different than you normally would do it, because normally you come up, you work the indies, you get signed, and you're fully trained. Well, I didn't have that luxury. I was already on TV in a character, so they were like, how do we get him ring time, but people already know who he is? So they did the only smart thing, and they were like, we'll get him matches at house shows that are not televised, and if I messed up or it wasn't good, it wasn't the end of the world. And so I would go early, and he would be there, and he would offer up advice. And because I would just be in there bumping by myself, just doing flips, flatbacks, things like that. And he took it because he respected the business so much that he didn't want me to embarrass the business, I believe, at his core. But he respected me as a human being. And that's kind of how that relationship evolved.